Most traders chase the price, but the pros, they chase the volume. And the fixed range volume profile is your secret weapon to finding out exactly where price is gonna go next. You don't wanna miss this one. Let's go.
Hey, I'm Scott, and I've been a pro trader for 10 years. In these videos, I'm gonna teach you everything I've learned so you don't have to learn the hard way. Remember to follow and share the channel, and also have your alerts on because I'm gonna give you a lot of updates and you wanna be the first to know.
Let's take a look at Bitcoin. Now this is Bitcoin US dollar on the 1-day chart on the all-time history index. Now I've taken all indicators off of my chart, which I don't recommend, but I did that for this video to teach you the fixed range volume profile. Now, why do we want to know about the fixed range volume profile, the FRVP? Because volume is everything in trading, and you need to know exactly where the volume is, all right? Not only that, price typically is in a range. It's rarely just going up or just going down. It's typically in a range. For example, let's look at Bitcoin, okay? It was in a range here, okay, from essentially November 2024 until April 2025. If you look at this range, it was from May of 2025 until June, right? And if you look at the range we're in now, I mean, technically price is at 111.5. It was in that same price in May just this past year. So we move sideways quite often, and the volume is going to show you exactly where you want to be as far as setting up your trades. All right. So I've gone down to the daily time frame, and what we're going to do is trade the range. All right. Now, first and foremost, you need to identify your range. So when you look at this chart, I'm going to do a horizontal line, and I'm going to identify our range. All right. The range low comes in right here. You see this wick low right here? All right. And our range high comes in up here in the top, right around 125. All right. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to highlight using horizontal lines the range. All right. Now we have our range. All right. The next thing I'm going to show you is in TradingView, you're going to go over here on the sidebar tab to your trading tools, and you're going to click right here on this tab. And what's going to happen, you can have the option of long position, short position, forecast, etc. Drop down to the fixed range volume profile. I want you to click on that. All right. Now come over here to your range, and then I want you to click the first candle in your range, right? And then you're going to just drag over to the final candle in your range, and you're going to click again. And what that's going to do, it's going to populate this on your chart. Now, once you have that, what you're going to do is you're going to really zoom in and figure out what exactly is going on. Now, let me explain this, all right? Let's zoom in and look at this, all right? So, this over here is all of your volume, okay? This is what the market makers, the big traders, that's all they're hunting for. They want to go wherever that volume is. So you're going to trade based on this knowledge in your own trading at home, all right? So for example, price right now, all right, and we're technically going into the FOMC meeting at 2 o'clock today, is sitting on this yellow line. This yellow line at 111,000 Bitcoin, that's known as the POC, the point of control. The point of control is where the most volume has occurred in this entire range. So it's like a big deal, okay? You want to know where that level is on your chart, because technically above the point of control leans bullish, and below the point of control leans bearish. What do I mean by that? What I mean by that is
Stay ahead of the game with real-time trade alerts. Hit subscribe and turn the notifications on so you're always the first to know about the latest stock and crypto moves. Your financial freedom is just one click away. Let's crush those gains together.
if price doesn't hold this level here, right around 111,000, the odds are it will go down here to the value area low, which is the green line, right around 106.8K per Bitcoin, all right? Because that would be the range. If you lose this level, you go to this level, all right? Now, above this, by the way, for example, taking a long position today is a decent idea right now. Going into FOMC, we could technically, by the way, not financial advice, but technically we should hold this level and rally up from this level and try to at least test 116.4, or best case, the value area high right at 119,000 per Bitcoin. So on your chart at home, I want you to do this. What I want you to do is do a parallel line, all right, a horizontal, and you want to click on the value area low, and you're going to change the color to green. You're going to do the same thing for the point of control. Take a horizontal line, click on the point of control, change that yellow so you know what that is. And then you're going to take a horizontal line and you're going to put it on the red line, which is your value area high in the top of the range. And at that point, what you're going to do is you're going to click on this volume over here, all of this volume. This is buying and selling volume. And you're just going to delete that. And you're going to have a clean chart. So now you know the range low is 103.1. The range high is 126. The point of control in this entire range is 111,000. The value area low is about 106.7, and the value area high is about 119.3. Now here's what you're going to do. You're going to base your trading strategy around these levels. I'm not going to go into Fibonacci's today, and I'm not going to go into other trading strategies like swing failure, long and short triggers. But I will tell you this, I did actually short the exact top up here at 126 using these strategies and using this range trading. If you're going to be a pro trader, you absolutely need to learn how to trade the range, because if not, you're going to get burned on trying to always just trade breakouts. All right, a lot of times these breakouts will fake you out. But for example, my short was from up here. I didn't unfortunately let it run all the way down. I closed it somewhere around 117, I think, but I was short from up here, all right? And again, you always want to manage your risk, not financial advice. What I mean by that is, if you're taking a short from the high of the range like this, okay, the red, that's your stop loss. You don't want to risk a lot of money, okay? You just want to risk a little bit of money, and then you want to pay yourself at least 3 times to 1 on the move, all right? So let's talk about current price real quick, what you're going to want to look for. And you're going to want to look for something like a long position against this point of control, all right? You're going to have a tight stop, and you're going to try to trade it back up at the very least, probably into like 116 to 119. Best case, you get a breakout and a move back to the high at 126. You're risking 1% right here, and you're paying yourself so it's about 14 to 1, the risk to reward ratio, all right? Now, I'd love to go into more and teach you a lot more, but we do that inside the Financial Freedom Academy. This is just the tip of the iceberg. If you really want to learn how to be profitable and how to make money in the markets, then join the FFA, the link's in the description, and I can't wait to see you in the next video. Are you still late to every pump? Make sure you follow Crypto Bro Alerts on X and check out the free email list inside the FFA, link in the description.